Hi there, Scorpio. It's Adrian H of H and Great Life. And with your twin flame reading, guidance for twin flame love. And I've got card number 1, 2, and 3 for you that I pre-drew for you. I haven't looked at them yet, but then I also intuitively placed a crystal on each. I intuitively just chose a crystal for you and placed it on each of these. Card number 1 has got some green aventurine on there, which is, I think it's one of my favorite crystals, in fact. The green aventurine is all about your dreams coming true. Absolutely beautiful. Um, it's also about working into that heart space, that heart chakra space, which is, of course, a wonderful crystal for this particular reading, which is all about twin flame, which is all about love. And guidance for you to how you'll get your love. And of course, before actually listening to all the different crystals, I would love you to please choose card number 1, 2, or 3, and you just choose the one that speaks to you. So don't think about it too much. Whichever card comes to mind first, I would like you to please choose that card. So either 1, 2, or 3, and you keep that card in your heart, in your mind, and we see what guidance comes through there for you for your twin flame love. In the twin flame love reading. So card number 1 has green aventurine on it. Card number 2 has clear quartz. And I thought it was quite interesting that it's almost like a chip of clear quartz that I was choosing for this one. Clear quartz, of course, the crystal of all possibility, which is quite great. It's very similar to a diamond, really, which is also a crystal, and it's a crystal of all possibility. Okay, and then lastly there is kyanite, which is amazingly beautiful, light blue color over there. Kyanite is the crystal that balances all our chakra systems, all our chakras, energy centers in the body, and also, if you want to have really beautiful dreams, Kyanite's a very good crystal to keep underneath your pillow or next to your bed. It can be quite strong sometimes, so if you do have a piece of kyanite next to you and it becomes too strong, you can always keep a piece of rose quartz with you, just this beautiful pink stone of love, or that's a polished piece of rose quartz, a more tumblestone one, and there's a rough piece, and sometimes they're quite light pink and sometimes they're quite intense, depending on which part of the world they come from, because rose quartz is actually a crystal that you find everywhere across the world. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay, so we're going to start our reading. Remember, card 1, 2, or 3, whichever came up first, you stay with your card. Trust your guidance. So we're going to put the green aventurine aside, and we're going to see. So card number 1 is 7 of Wands. All right. Now, 7 of Wands, this card is all about emotions, and it's all about Scorpio, which way you're going, which way you're fighting. And it also wants to maybe let you know, sometimes as a Scorpio, Scorpios have got this thing, or maybe it's because I'm a Cancerian, and Scorpio is kind of like my complementary sign, but I mean, I'm quite unbiased when it comes to these things. Scorpios have something that people are just very strongly attracted to. People are just very strongly attracted to Scorpios because there's something just very magnetic about you guys. You really just somehow, I don't know, you kind of got this thing where you go in there and you just transform things so easily and so effortlessly without in fact actually trying to do so. So that's a beautiful thing about you. But this can also cause it sometimes that, everybody comes to you for advice and everybody's asking what to do now and what to do then. And it can become a little bit overwhelming. All right. So also just to remember in our setup of a twin flame Scorpio, whatever works for you, and whatever doesn't work for you, doesn't work for you. Okay, so don't let the world kind of throw you around at this moment if you don't know which way to go in your personal life and in your romantic life. Do what serves your heart best. All right, and remember, you have got what it takes to let somebody down easily if you need to do that. All right, just being who you are, it's easy for people to kind of fall in love with you, and sometimes they would be like, but I like you, so you have to like me back. You don't have to. Card number 2, if you chose card number 2, King of Pentacles. Once again, speaking of that strong personality that you have, being very much in control of your emotions and your life in general. what you want, what you don't want, which brings prosperity and abundance and success and those type of things to you quite easily, whatever those things may mean. But also it's about remaining true to what's really for you. Okay, so whatever makes your heart smile, whatever makes your soul happy, whatever gives you that tingly feeling, kind of, those butterflies in your stomach type of thing. But also at the same time, obviously, simultaneously, that peace in your heart. I always say, I think it's so amazing that, some signs feel that you need to have the butterflies, other signs feel that you need to have the kind of peace in the heart to determine which love is for you. But you guys can actually have them both at the same time, and you're just able to balance it very perfectly. So it's about tapping into whatever is the strength on both sides for you, whatever works for you. Okay. Um, and whatever doesn't work for you, just letting it go. Like the candle is kind of flicking at the moment and letting black smoke go all over the place. If something doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you, and just simply let it go. Don't try your best not to be so considerate that it almost in a sense kind of serves almost to your own detriment. All right. Card number 3 for your guidance for this twin flame guidance. And what I love about Scorpios normally is when you do a reading for Scorpio, it doesn't matter what kind of reading you do, because you're so strong and solid in who you are. Your guidance usually goes a very certain way, because once you get your flow going, you've got your flow going, and everything else in life just works out for you. Card number 3, this is a beautiful one, Ace of Cups. So if you've got Ace of Cups, then I think, you're really where you want to be, in life, in love, in twin flames. And this doesn't mean that you're inside a relationship, but it means that you know exactly what you want. And when you're very clear about what it is that you want and where it is that you want to go and who it is that you want to be with, then you may not immediately find who it is that you want, but at least you know who it is that you don't want. So in the long run, even though it may seem that you're taking your time, you know what is going to give you that peace and what is going to make literally your cup kind of flow over. So if you've made a beautiful wish in your heart, it's here for you. You know what's going to give you that peace of mind and that peace of heart and that peace of body and that peace of soul, Scorpio. And I would say that I would recommend that you go with that and that you stay with that. Okay. And then I just want to draw just some general cards for you as well, just as an overall guidance, Scorpio, for for twin flame love. Normally my Scorpio readings are a bit shorter than the other ones, because I think, as a Scorpio, you always kind of know so much where it is that you're heading in life that you don't really always need that much guidance. But I mean, guidance is something that is always appreciated. And of course, as the word says, it's guidance. You don't have to follow it. But it's quite nice when guidance does come your way sometimes. Oh, look at that one, popping completely out all the way. So let me just get that one there for you quickly. And I think this is such an appropriate card for you beautiful Scorpios. 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords. And that is that you kind of realize that the golden lining that people are often looking for in clouds, that you actually understand that you are that golden lining. And also, what I love about you guys, and this is one of your strengths, is that when something didn't work in the past, you are able to kind of quite easily let it go. You don't really hold grudges, and because you realize that even if something hurts your heart, that it doesn't have to determine who you are. There doesn't have to be animosity towards people. It's better just to let it go. And there you go, Ace of Swords. That is what gives you your strength. There's, once again, you are your own silver lining. So, but and obviously in South Africa, where I am at the moment, in this part of the world, it is September and it is spring, but I always trust and believe that you get a reading whenever you're meant to get a reading, okay? And what I would also really appreciate, if this resonates with you, is that you like the video for me. If you subscribe to the channel, I'm working on putting together some videos to let everybody know how to really love beautiful Scorpio, because I want everybody to see, I think, what the Cancerians see in you, and maybe the Capricorns as well, that because I think you're just very misunderstood sometimes. But I don't really think you guys are that complicated. It is just really about understanding who you are. Knight of Swords. Be a little bit mindful, though, Scorpio, that you don't go there and charge in small little fights that you don't really need to fight. Be a little bit mindful of that. Okay, if you can let that go, that's when you kind of come into the Ten of Cups energy, that beautiful prosperity, that heart, that flow, what just makes your heart smile. Because, and look at this, and there's two more cards for you. I'm just really picking them literally off one of the other, but it's in such a beautiful sequence and flow, and that's how you are. You know what works. You don't make life unnecessarily complicated. But death is a new beginning, because death is really, in order to kind of leave one world, die, so to speak, you need to move into another. Page of Cups, because you are able to see the importance and the beauty in the smaller little things, in the little things in life that do work. Okay, and that is what's wonderful about you. They literally just keep on coming, one after the other, literally one after the other. Six of Pentacles. Once again, you know how to embrace the smaller things in life, and that's what balances your scales. How to let friends and family, how you, for you, friends and family is, those beautiful people that make your heart smile. You know how to kind of have this whole coming together of just friends and family, and you just know how to balance those beautiful things. And I think that's the amazing thing about you. Look at that. Because you welcome people into your heart and people into your life, and that is once again why it's so easy to love you. And but also remember to just embrace that beauty within yourself as well. Don't be so mindful of everybody else's happiness that you forget your own. Okay, you want to be very mindful of that. So when all the beauty comes around, that you are part of the celebration as well, Scorpio. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, Scorpio. As I said, I really appreciate you liking the video. You're more than welcome to share if you like, subscribe to the channel. Until we meet again next time, I'm Adrian H. Nelson, for H and Great Life. Thanks so much, Scorpio. Bye-bye.